We are headed to a secret beach to go spearfishing. We're gonna be looking for... Not... It's named Secret Beach. Like in Apple Maps. Okay. This isn't that... Yeah. Let's just get in the water. Alright, first drop in and immediately see some of these pakui-kuis. I don't see a lot at my other spot, so it's cool to find another zone for them. I take another go at him and get this okay shot on him. It's not great. Very high, and only one prong seems to have penetrated. It's a bad shot. And there must have been sand or something jammed into my knife here because I just could not get it out. The release button was not working. And a big wave comes, so I kick hard, swim out so I do not become one with the rocks, and keep working on trying to get this knife out. I was too distracted and wasn't securely holding the fish, and he got off. There's a little solace watching the tape back, seeing that he probably survived the shot, but it's still an awful feeling. I looked for him for a couple minutes, but no luck. And this friendly Honu comes up to say, "Hey man, don't worry about it." But I found another right over here and get a better shot on him. Yeah though, first time checking out this zone, loving it. It was just a recon and pan fryer mission today, because we just cleared out the Kole reserves from the freezer, and we have some visitors coming in a week, and I like to do a fish fry when people visit, especially with the Koles, because they're delicious, but they're also endemic, so it's kind of a special little Hawaii treat. This guy gets a glamour shot on the way up, and I fumble around with him on the surface. And I do have to say, the Kole here are a lot less skittish than I'm used to. We were going after this guy, just ripping some donuts with his friends. Yeah, sorry to ruin the fun. And for almost every fish for the rest of this dive, I was holding them by the face until they were brained. That pakui kui was just in the back of my head. Here I take a not so great shot. And then what I think is a pretty good shot. Okay, wait, let's run this back. So this is a bad shot, a little far behind. But he comes back out and says, "Go ahead, free shot, try your best." And he dodges downwards. I've never seen that. I've never been so embarrassed and belittled in front of my friends and family. I ran away from that zone to try to redeem myself. Phew. Okay, they're not all mean bullies around here. But that was enough for today. I had to get back for work. Definitely gonna come check out this zone again tomorrow though. It was awesome. It's tomorrow, and while I was editing yesterday's clips, I saw that my 3-prong was not behaving the way it should. There was a lot of times where not all 3 prongs would get penetration, and I think that's because of this one right here. So I've been trying to hammer it into place, bend it with pliers. I cannot do it. I think I'm just gonna file off this little nib here, and hopefully that'll fix the problem. Yeah, I'll show you some clips though of what I'm talking about, and you can kind of see the effect that this is having. Alright, there we go. This should be a little bit better. First drop of the day here, anchoring myself on this big healthy piece of coral. Not a ton of life, but we're still really close to shore. We're just getting warmed up. Even here though, you can see so many little nooks and crannies for fish to hide. And who doesn't love nooks and crannies? I mean, they just make everything so much better and more delicious and awesome and great, and they're good. They're good. And a Kole finally pops out of this hole, and I blow it. I head back to the surface in shame and get ready for my next drop. And this guy was wondering what the tip of my spear smelled like, and I don't want to talk about it. Headed back down, thoroughly rattled. But we've got an easy shot here. Quick reload, and we finally land our first fish of the day. Get a pretty good shot on this guy. Just one prong, but straight through the brain. And I dropped him on the surface and accidentally made the sickest transition ever. Totally unintentional. And here is a replica Polynesian voyaging canoe. They actually used the same exact Yamaha motors when they discovered Hawaii 1,000 years ago. Taking a shot here into the mystery crack. Can't really see what we're looking at, but we like that sound. And that's a fantastic shot. The repairs from earlier seem to have done well. And here I saw a big old Kole in this crack. Tried to take a surface shot at it so I didn't scare him with my dive down. But it was a little farther than it looked. And see a big beautiful bluehoo down here. Gonna have to come back to this spot with this spear gun so I can miss him a few times too. And this one's a heartbreaker. Saw a big Kole, did a little dive bomb down on him. Got a bad shot, but it was pinned against the rock, so I take out my knife to go brain him on the bottom, but he wiggles off. And I tell this po'opa'a to stop laughing at me before I turn him into fish tacos. Lining up another mystery shot, and nice. Quick brain him and get distracted by nothing and drop my knife. You can see it kind of work as a flasher there on its way down, but the fish is already brained and I have a fantastic propensity for losing dive knives, so I'm gonna go and get this first before I put him in the booby cooey. And these fish are just getting more and more slippery every single day. Taking a drop on a small little group of Koles here, trying to find a big one. This one on the left looks good, but he weaponizes that coral behind him because he knows I will not shoot into a big healthy piece of coral like that. I let this smaller one know that I could have, and he has to be better. And that one has spread the word. And these Koles are just taking coral hostage to protect themselves. Very selfish. I just call the underwater elevator and send it on up. I wait on some Koles in this hole for a while, but they are not interested in hanging out. So I start looking for another. And he's kind of small. Gotta get to work, so that's good enough for today. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.